warm welcome to Federal's special program, Capital Beat. After giving Bharat Ratna to Karpoori, Thakur and L.K. Advani, Modi government announced Bharat Ratnas for M.S. Swaminathan, Chaudhry Charan Singh and PV Narasimha Rao. Now, why is BJP reigning Bharat Ratnas just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections? Is this some kind of a new political engineering, or one would say a new kind of politics of honor? And is BJP breaking some sort of a ground which will put the opposition on the back foot? Joining me now on this panel discussion is Sharat Gupta, senior journalist and editor. So thank you so much for joining. Vivek Deshpande, senior journalist and political commentator. Thank you so much. We have TK Rajlakshmi, who is the deputy editor of the Frontline. Thank you, Rajlakshmi, for joining. And let me begin with Sharat Gupta today. That Sharatji, what is this new politics of honor, or has it been happening earlier also? But given the fact that the kind of frequency in about 19 days, I was just calculating after 22nd of January, since the time the consecration of Ram Temple happened, we've just seen Bharat Ratnas happening in a quick succession. Whereas there is a rule which says that you cannot give more than 3 Bharat Ratnas in a year. So all of a sudden we see 5 Bharat Ratnas. So you see this as some kind of a new political engineering or a political say a new politics of honor. Yes, Mr. Gupta.
Of course, the BJP, or rather the Modi government, whatever decision it takes, it has some politics in mind. And during last 5 years, there was not a single Bharat Ratna given. In previous 5 years regime, BJP had honored Mr. Atal Bihari Vajpayee with a Bharat Ratna. So, right now, what is the reason why BJP has suddenly given Bharat Ratna to 5 people? Main thing is, except M.S. Swaminathan, everybody who has been given Bharat Ratna is a politician. So one thing is that M.S. Swaminathan, who has been given Bharat Ratna, he had recommended given a fair price to farmers. But BJP has not, this Modi government has not honored the recommendations, but it has given Bharat Ratna to M.S. Swaminathan. That is one thing. So you are not honoring his recommendations to give MSP to farmers as per his formula. Second thing is, right from Karpoori Thakur, he is popular in among the backwards in Bihar. Lal Krishna Advani, Narasimha Rao, and Chaudhry Charan Singh. Chaudhry Charan Singh was farmers leader, of course, and he was basically Prime Minister only for 170 days, and he could not prove his majority. And he had to resign even before seeking a trust vote. But he has been given Bharat Ratna. Why? Because BJP wants to encash on his popularity among the Jats of UP, not of Jats of Rajasthan or Jats of Haryana. They are different. His son, or rather grandson, Jayant Singh, has welcomed the decision, and he was already in talks with BJP for a tie-up. He was seeking 4 seats, 4 Lok Sabha seats. And in all likelihood, BJP was so far offering 2 seats. And it was thought that he'll settle for 3 seats. But now I think after this Bharat Ratna, he will settle for only 2 seats, because his grandfather has been honored, and in any case, their own bastion, Nagpur, is being lost by the RLD for Jayant Chaudhary for last 2 elections successively. So by entering in a tie-up with the BJP, they can hope to get at least 2 Lok Sabha seats, if not more, and maybe 1 Rajya Sabha or something, and maybe have a good some position in the UP assembly elections also. So that is one reason that Chaudhary Charan Singh has been honored. As far as Narasimha Rao is concerned, he was basically humiliated by the Gandhi family. I was in Lucknow when Sonia and Priyanka, they had traveled to Amethi and at a rally in, I think, 1995. So the Sonia had famously announced that I am very pained that Rajiv Gandhi's killers have yet not been prosecuted, have not been sentenced. So that was a veiled attack on Narasimha Rao. Second thing, she never met Narasimha Rao when he was Prime Minister, and she was not in Congress, but she was the first family for Congress in any case. And third thing is that she did not allow, rather the Congress party or the leaders did not allow Narasimha Rao's body to be taken inside the AICC office. So he was badly humiliated by his body was not allowed to be cremated in Delhi, was sent to Hyderabad for cremation. So anybody who has been humiliated by the Congress is being honored by Modi government. So this is the politics, and as you correctly said, this is simple politicization of country's highest honor,
Right.
and that is there is no other explanation of it.
Absolutely. It has been trivialized. There's no doubt about it. But I was just looking at the explanation given by the BJP leaders, some sound bites which I heard, randomly across the TV channels. And let me come to you, Raj Lakshmi, for this. That, BJP spokespersons have been saying that, look, if MS Swaminathan and Chaudhry Charan Singh have been given the Bharat Ratna, so
Yeah.
Modi has underscored his dedication to the agricultural sector and the welfare of farmers. So that is one point. Then another explanation which comes from the BJP camp is that, look, this is Modi government's inclusive approach, recognizing the efforts, and also walking across the spectrum, and giving Bharat Ratna to people like Narasimha Rao. So this is the kind of explanation they have been given. And, it's some sort of a belief which is transcending the party lines. This is what the BJP spokespersons have been saying since yesterday, and also towards the end saying that, look, BJP is breaking a new ground which has not been done earlier. Now, what would you say, and how would you really counter this? Because they will go hammer and tongs with this kind of an approach, even in the campaigns, that, look, what has not been done in all these years, look, Modi has done.
See, the BJP spokespersons are doing exactly what spokespersons are, meant to do. And of course, given that it's the BJP, they will always be the extra hype, the extra, the hyperbole, etc., attached to their attached to things that they do. Now, as far as tom-tomming the grant of the Bharat Ratna to the late Professor Swaminathan, or to the late Professor or to Mr. Rao, or to the late Chaudhry Charan Singh, etc. I mean, as far as farmers go itself, at least at least one thing is clear. They might fool themselves, by sort of making these loud claims, and they also feel that these loud claims might fool also the people, who are listening into them. But as far as farmers go, there is no doubt, in their minds, that if the BJP was really sincere about honoring MS Swaminathan, the first thing it would have done is to implement the formula that he had advocated, that he had recommended, the C2+5 formula, for calculating the MSP, which would cover the input costs, which would also sort of give farmers a decent margin, and also sort of be a huge relief in terms of preventing further farmer suicides, etc. So I'm saying that if the commitment was such, then it would have implemented, the BJP would have implemented this particular formula that the late Dr. Swaminathan had recommended when he was the chairperson of the National Farmers Commission. And so it's been pending for years altogether. And every elections, the same party would sort of make a commitment in its manifesto, saying that it would implement the Swaminathan Commission recommendations. But again, it is also the same party which said in Supreme Court that it cannot afford to implement it because the costs are quite insurmountable. So I think that all these hyperbole is only for their constituency. It's not going to cut any eyes among the farmers who have seen through what this government is capable of. 700 farmers lost their lives, uh, Nilu, in the year and a half long farmers agitation that happened. In fact, they have not been compensated. Several of them are still in jail. There are all kinds of cases that were filed against youngsters and farmers in the course of that agitation. All kinds of labels were made against them, and the three farm laws which the government had to take back because of the pressure that came from beneath. So so I do not think that that we're merely sort of conferring the Bharat Ratna on Mr. Swaminathan is going to appease the farmers. The same thing. I mean, if the RLD really feels, I mean, it's very sad actually that the RLD should make such a switch over.
Right.
But I feel, that it's also a sign of desperation as far as the BJP is concerned, which means that things are not hunky dory. Things
Right.
are not as good as per its calculations, and therefore all these last ditch attempts at trying to cobble up, all kinds of support from various ends. So
Right.
it's a sign of desperation. I mean, I do not see that the opposition needs to be really, I mean, hugely sort of worried about the RLD is going to make the. And besides, the RLD has had a track record of going with the NDA,
Yes.
in the past also.
Right.
So yeah.
Right. So the politics is very, very clear, but I'm still wondering, Vivek, and I'll come to you on that what is BJP hoping to achieve? And if you look at the objectives, now there's a farmers movement again, which is going to start from 13th of February. And it is being talked about. A lot of farmers have already started appearing on social media, and they are again going to renew their fight for the MSP. So that is one bit. That is BJP trying to silence the protests just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections, thinking that, this protest could snowball, it could bring them some kind of a trouble. So maybe to silence all that, they have given Bharat Ratna to Chaudhry Charan Singh, they have given it to MS Swaminathan. So BJP is trying to placate both these quarters. Then as far as Narasimha Rao is concerned, of course, the eye is totally on Telangana and Andhra, to reach out to the South again. So is it purely politics, but what is BJP achieving at the end of the day? And as what Rajalakshmi said, that it's a sign of desperation. So what would you really say to this?
Nilu, I think it's pure politics. There's nothing beyond politics. There's no it's not coming out of some deep-seated respect for these people that Mr. Modi has chosen them for Bharat Ratna. For example, Advani himself, forget about others. Advani is his own mentor, with whom he had this Rath Yatra, and then subsequently he took his cue from Advani, and he developed his politics in the company of Mr. Advani. What happened eventually is they simply put Advani in the backyard, and we have seen that video. Everybody can recall that video where Mr. Advani is on stage somewhere in some program, and Mr. Modi is just as Prime Minister is getting up the dais and then on the stage, and Mr. Advani is very sheepishly, very trying to say namaste to him, and Mr. Modi is just ignoring him. I mean, that is a kind of attitude with which Mr. Modi has behaved with Mr. Advani. So Bharat Ratna to Advani is purely political. Mr. Modi, whatever Mr. Modi does, everything has to do with politics. There's nothing beyond politics that he does. And then giving Bharat Ratna to Narendra Modi for Ram Temple is something which goes completely in contrast with the Padma Vibhushan that they have given to Mulayam Singh Yadav. Mulayam Singh Yadav was the one who had ordered firing on car sevaks, in which about 24 odd car sevaks had died. So you honor both someone who had ordered firing on the car sevaks and one who had strived for Ram Temple. So there is absolutely no congruity between the two decisions. It's pure politics. For Mulayam Singh Yadav, it was given to cash the Yadav votes. Here, in case of Chaudhry Charan Singh, it is to please the Jats. Of course, in UP, the Jats are solidly with the BJP. But in Haryana, they are not happy with the BJP, particularly after that incident of those those women sports persons who were allegedly sexually exploited uh, by the wrestling federation chief. So there is always some kind of a political bearing that any decision that Mr. Modi takes. And in this case also, there's absolutely no doubt that this is not beyond politics. As far as Mr. Swaminathan is concerned, see, when you consider the person's deservability, then I think Mr. Swaminathan deserves it more than anyone else. And he should have been given long before, because he was the one who scripted the Green Revolution. But fine, better late than never. But if you are trying to placate the farmers by using this Bharat Ratna to Mr. M.S. Swaminathan, then it doesn't help. I
No,
don't
but
think farmers will.
Vivek, I'll just interrupt you here, and I want to ask you another question, and then I'll go to Sharadji on that. Do you think that BJP will really win the Jat votes in its favor just because they have given a Bharat Ratna to Chaudhry Charan Singh, just because they have given a Bharat Ratna to MS Swaminathan? How much do you think that the farmers or the Jats will sway towards the BJP?
So that is a question which we cannot answer at this stage. I think the Jats will certainly be happy in Uttar Pradesh. They will stay solidly with the BJP as they have done in the past. Maybe in Haryana they might swing towards the BJP after this decision. We don't know how the Jats will behave. But when it comes to the farmers' issues, I don't think just because they have given this Bharat Ratna to Chaudhary Charan Singh, the farmers will be a happy lot, and they will say that now we don't need anything else. Fine, I mean, Bharat Ratna has been given to Chaudhary Charan Singh, so we don't need anything else from this government. That is not going to happen. If they are aggrieved about certain things, they will remain aggrieved. This Bharat Ratna is not going to solve their problems.
Absolutely.
But as far as Bharat Ratna to Narasimha Rao is concerned, I think it is also very well deserved, because he was the one who took Indian economy out of the time warp in which the left liberals had put this Indian economy for decades. So Mr. Narasimha Rao really deserved it. Of course, his very ambiguous role in case of Ram Temple is something which can always be debated. But when it comes to pulling India out of economic shambles, I think Mr. Narasimha Rao deserved this long time back. And BJP has scored a double by giving a very able person, a very well-known son of India, Bharat Ratna, and also target the audiences in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana. So they have achieved both the goals. Why not? I mean, it's politics at the end of the day. So they have done it, and they have not given it to someone who doesn't deserve it. Mr. Narasimha Rao deserves it. Mr. M.S. Swaminathan deserves it. So to that extent, I think, of course, I mean, Advani's Bharat Ratna is debatable, because when Bharat Ratna is given for unity of India, then Advani is certainly not one who has achieved unity for India. He's the one. He's always seen as divisive politician, and he will always be seen as continue to be seen as divisive politician because of the kind of politics that he played in India. But when it comes to Narasimha Rao, Chaudhary Charan Singh, possibly also, I don't know what are the merits of that case, but M.S. Swaminathan certainly deserved it more than anyone else.
Yeah, undoubtedly. But Sharadji, now this debate over whether the Bharat Ratna has been given to Chaudhry Charan Singh and MS Swaminathan, purely keeping in mind the Jat votes and the farmers. Now, there could be a debate, and people would arrive at a lot of negative points also, that, look, Modi is a very shrewd politician. He knows how to work his way around, and just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections. So would you see this as a political masterstroke, giving away Bharat Ratna to all these people as a political masterstroke just ahead of the Lok Sabha elections? Or would you see this as a political tool? And as what you said initially, that Bharat Ratnas have been trivialized. So has it been trivialized to that extent that you use the Bharat Ratnas now to break the opposition, to allure the opposition towards your side? So is it a political masterstroke, or is it a divisive element, to break the opposition? Bharat Ratna.
Of course, as we just talked, that Bharat Ratna has been not only trivialized, it has been used politically. And if you see, Lal Krishna Advani has been given Bharat Ratna, and he could have been given Bharat Ratna any time during last 10 years. But why only on the eve of elections? Because this government wanted to give a signal to BJP and RSS workers that it honors the people who were the pillars, who were at the base of the rise of the BJP and Janasangh, and so far why he was eluded with. He was why this award eluded him. So that was because in 2013, Mr. Modi was being projected as leader and leader of the BJP and as a prime ministerial candidate. So Mr. Lal Krishna Advani had opposed the move. So that is why Mr. Modi did not give him the award for last 10 years. And at the end of the tenure, is when the elections are just around the corner, he is giving this award. And as far as opposition is concerned, so I don't think much damage is being done to the opposition through these awards, just because Karpoori Thakur was given the award after Nitish Kumar had already defected. So that way, it doesn't matter to the opposition, means
But
Rashtriya
like
Janata Dal.
but for Jayant Chaudhary, there is a murmur amongst in the political
But
corridors.
Jayant Chaudhary, as I
He
said,
had
he
put
was
this as a
already.
condition to cross over to BJP. This was his condition that Chaudhary Charan Singh should be given the Bharat Ratna, and he's put out a one-line tweet saying that "Dil khush hua," something like that. He's tweeted.
Yeah. He said that Dil Khush Hua. So basically, he was already in talks with the BJP. So you can say it was just a carrot, not
Okay.
to break the opposition, but to bring him to his side, their side, conclusively. He was
Right.
in talks. He was willing to switch over. It was already in the news for last say month or month and a half, and it was just a formality. So now that formality is going to be announced anytime soon. So what I feel is these awards don't are not aimed at breaking the opposition, but just to strengthening the BJP, because whether it is the Lal Krishna Advani Award or Karpoori Thakur Award, so they will be um, strengthening BJP's vote bank. That's it.
All right. So for the concluding comment, Rajalakshmi, yesterday some people were saying that you won't be surprised if he announces a Bharat Ratna for Balasaheb Thackeray also, given the fact that, the politics of Maharashtra is going to get difficult for BJP. So how do you see things happening now? If Bharat Ratnas are being used politically, they have been trivialized, they have been used as a carrot to bring in the opposition parties into the BJP fold. So what would you really say towards the end to this kind of politics of honor?
See, Nilu, I think the people of this country are quite intelligent. I mean, I do not think that they really would express or show what they really think inside. But if one is to believe that the farmers, or let's say the jats, jats are also supposed to be highly intelligent. Okay, they would not be asking as to why now. The first question would be, but why not? Okay, the Bharat Ratna sounds very good. I mean, in fact, several of them, might not even know, what it entails, or significance. Okay, but it sounds good. But then they would ask, why now? Is it again because elections are just a few weeks from now? So I think these moves are, yes, optics, and to enthuse its own cadre perhaps, which gives us reason to sort of believe that maybe the cadre is not sufficiently enthused as of now. So there's a lot of thought that has gone sort of behind this, and I feel that the outcome, in real terms, I think it's far exaggerated or that the possible outcome of these moves is I think far exaggerated. For instance, as Narasimha Rao's thing is concerned, it is what? It's mainly to hit at the Gandhi family. It's not anything else. It's again an occasion to say, look, we've done what you people did not do. Okay, now the fact remains. I mean, how much of a political constituency does Mr. Rao actually, or rather the late Mr. Rao actually still enjoy, in his home state, I think politically that way. I mean, I do not think so. There's any such deep, nostalgia, etc., attached to his sort of legacy in that sense, which would have, vote swing towards the BJP, okay, and away from the Congress. So this is essentially to show the Congress in poorer light,
Right.
and to show that we've done what you people did not do. But ultimately, as I said, the people of this country, are the ones who are going to, who are going to be the ultimate, determinants of what happens. And I do not think that they are easily swayed by all these shows of, optics, essentially, by the BJP. And they all see for what it is, a political gimmick. That's all.
Right. So the BJP leaders might just gloss over and revel in this moment of Bharat Ratna moment, as they call it. But of course, the people can see through it that the Bharat Ratna award has been trivialized. It has been used as a carrot and also to berate the opposition. So this is obviously been used as a political tool as well. But how it unfolds as far as the Jat vote bank is concerned, how it unfolds in South by giving Bharat Ratna to Narasimha Rao, of course, he deserved this, but will the votes translate in favor of BJP in South? That is all yet to seen for. Thank you so much, Rajlakshmi, for joining. Vivek, thank you so much. And one appeal to the viewers who are watching this discussion, subscribe to our channel, send us your feedback, and stay tuned to The Federal.
Subscribe to the Federal's YouTube page for more news and updates.